Welcome to Omniful. Today, we will be understanding about one of our features, the cycle count. Let's get started. What is a cycle count? In the dynamic world of inventory management, cycle counting is a game changer. It's a methodical way of regularly auditing a portion of your inventory. This is done for periodic inventory auditing, operational efficiency, proactive discrepancy identification, and real-time accuracy. Let's take a look at cycle count configurations in our system. Before creating cycle count, first let's understand about the cycle count configurations. Navigate to cycle count configuration under Hub Configurations. The first config you will find here is blind count. In a blind count during cycle counting, the inventory counters or auditors are unaware of the expected quantity of items in the location they are counting. This method helps to reduce bias and errors in the counting process, as the counters do not have preconceived notions about the inventory levels. Instead, they rely solely on their counting accuracy and the information provided by the system. Blind counting ensures a more accurate representation of the actual inventory levels and helps to identify discrepancies more effectively. I will keep it enabled. The other configuration option is to allow pickers to update inventory. When the inventory count reported by the picker doesn't match the expected count in the system, it results in a discrepancy. The action on this discrepancy is then pending on the admin to either approve, reject, or request a recount. However, if I, as an admin, believe that the count to be reported by the auditor is going to be accurate, I can enable it. Enabling this means that the inventory will automatically be updated based on the count recorded by the auditor. I choose to keep it disabled as I want to take a decision about the discrepancies reported. Saving these settings. Now let's understand how a cycle count is created in our system. To create a cycle count, go to the Inventory Operations section within the Inventory tab. Here, ongoing cycle counts are listed. To create a new cycle count, click on the Location Cycle Count button located at the top right corner. Here, enter the following details like cycle count name, location prefixes, which means all the locations with the mentioned prefixes will be added to this location cycle count, or select specific picking locations by typing them in here. Alternatively, you can also bulk upload the locations through a sheet. After that, set the due date by which the cycle count needs to be completed, and lastly, assign users who are authorized to conduct the cycle count. Now, open the Picker Plus app. Go to Cycle Count. Here, the assigned cycle count is being displayed. The card reflects basic details such as the creation date and due date of the cycle count. Let's start the cycle count. I will scan the nearest location to where I am standing right now. After scanning, I will be directed to the nearest cycle count location. As in this cycle count, I only have one location to count, so it doesn't really matter. Now, there are two tabs. The counting tab that reflects the location I have to count next, and the other one is all locations that showcases all the locations that are present in this cycle count. As I have not yet begun the counting for the given location, the unattended tag is there. Let's begin with counting the location. Scanning the location barcode. Then, the bin barcode. As this is a blind count, I have to scan all the SKU present at this location and bin, but the system won't show which SKU are present. I have scanned one SKU and the card for that SKU pops up. Now, let's say that's all what I found on the location. I will simply mark it as counted. It now asks for my confirmation. With this, I have counted the desired location. Let's come back to Admin Dashboard and check the results of the cycle count. As you can see, this is the cycle count that we just conducted. Assigned user was Megan, and some discrepancy has been found. To get more information, click on the cycle count name. Here, we can see the information against each location. The expected count of items on this location was 2, but its actual count turned out to be 1 during the cycle count. This means there is discrepancy at this location. To see more detailed information, click on the location where it shows all the basic details of the location as well as the information as per the bin present on it. Here, as per the system, there are 2 SKU present in the bin. The actual count of the first SKU matches the expected count. But for the second SKU, there is a mismatch which leads to discrepancy. Now, I as admin have to take an action against this discrepancy. Following are the actions I can do. I can choose to mark this location for recount. Doing so would mean that this location will be counted again, but this time through a different picker to remove the bias. I can either accept the count and update the inventory or reject the count and the inventory as per the system will remain as it is. I choose to update the inventory and accept the actual count reported to be true. With this, the inventory has been updated and the cycle count is concluded. And there you have it, the cycle count feature in Omniful. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time.